if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere, 'cause it's up to you. New York, New York, New York. We did it, baby. Champions of the world, baby. New York Knicks.
Yo, it's your boy Chauncey.
And it's your favorite boyfriend, Uncle Wayne.
This is the WTF He Say podcast.
That's what's up.
Yo, what's up, Uncle Weezy?
What's up, man? Hey, man. How's everything?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling real good.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I am fresh off
Oh, God.
the plane.
No.
I am fresh off the plane and just got back from New York. And the New York Knicks won the NBA championship. And I went up there to the parade.
All right, let's talk about this.
Yeah, but before we get into that, I'm just happy to be here with a reasonable portion of health and strength. Thankful to be in my right mind with the little bit that I have, which ain't much, except for an NBA championship.
So, how long you been waiting for that?
Man, I've been waiting myself 51 years. I probably figured out what basketball was probably at about 1983. And so I became a Knicks fan right around, when Bernard King was the man in New York. Okay, now, you see this shirt right here? It says Oakley, Mason, Ewing, Rivers, and Starks. This is my lineup. This was the 1992-93 lineup. But although Mason didn't always start, Charles Smith always started. And and I know Charles Smith, if you ever see this, we forgive you. Okay, we forgive you, Charles Smith. We do, really. But this was my starting five. And Mason also started various games. Now, in 94, the team that made it to the championship, Doc Rivers was no longer with us, and we had Derek Harper. So really, I could put Harper on this shirt also, but this was the group that we were real contenders with. Just before this with Gerald Wilkins, so about 1991, we became real contenders, but this was the group that really the core that had it. We went to the championship in 94.
Who'd y'all lose to?
Chill, bro. Don't do that.
I'm just asking who. You said y'all went, because if you would have won, you would have said y'all won. I just said, who did y'all lose to?
All right, but that just was an aggressive question. That was
aggressive. Excuse me.
Who did we play?
Who did you lose to?
Ooh. You know what?
What year was it?
1994. And
okay. Well, I know who it was then.
It was Akeem Olajuwon, because they went twice. They won it 94, 95.
Yeah.
So now
that was in between the Bulls dynasty.
Whatever that was.
Yeah, I mean, you watched enough basketball through that. You know, whatever that was. You
whatever
know
that
exactly
was.
what that was.
Okay, whatever that was.
That was the real GOAT coming through. But that. Well, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
sorry. I understand what we're doing here. My bad. Yeah. I'm just here as a figurehead.
This guy. So essentially, we went in 94. I had a serious affection to the playoffs that year, as I was in college, but I was living in New York with my sister for the summer, and I had the opportunity through some serious connections to see every home playoff game. Time of my life. Unfortunately, we lost. And what I remember vividly, it was a home game. When the OJ joint jumped off, they stopped the game for like 15, 20 minutes. For real, stopped the game, the NBA Finals. And this was on the big Jumbotron for a period of time. And then the game resumed. That's how big the OJ joint was. But we lost in 7. We were one shot away from winning it. because we was up 3-2. This was a away game, and Olajuwon blocked Starks' three, and we lost by 2. But if he would have hit that shot, if Olajuwon doesn't block that, we win in 6. However, they won that game, and then they also won Game 7, where Starks shot horribly. But it ain't even an issue of forgiving Starks. He just played. We forgive Charles Smith. We do. Now we do. But and he was the young man who had like 4 opportunities to score and hit a layup, but he should have really just dunked. But he kept getting blocked. He was getting fouled, but he kept getting the opportunity, kept getting the opportunity, kept getting the opportunity, kept getting the opportunity, and then they ultimately took the ball away, passed it down court, and they scored, and won the game. The Bulls. So and then in '99, Pat was hobbled. We got to the finals, and we were short. You know, we ain't had Pat Ewing. And see, a lot of people be trying to be like playing Pat Ewing. I know that, hey, Pat wasn't as good as y'all say. I'm telling you right now, you check out Pat when he first got in the league, his first 3-4 years. By the time he got to the team to the championship level, he was still great. He wasn't his prime Pat Ewing, but he still was a quality scorer, still was a premier player. You know, don't get it twisted. But he wasn't still dunking and slamming on cats. And there's no issue of forgiving Pat Ewing in '95 when he missed the finger roll in the second round against Indiana. There's nothing that he sacrificed enough that he missed that shot, and we just was quiet. You know, we ate that, and you can. I don't think there was nobody that would say something was wrong with Pat Ewing. Okay, he missed the shot. He gave everything for the Knicks organization.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll give a quick round of applause for the New York Knicks and that championship. Well earned, well deserved. Okay.
No. This is bigger than that. You're trying to minimize that. First of all, this is how big it is, okay? First of all, it's the greatest stage that you could play on in Madison Square Garden. And yes, a lot of bandwagon cats came around just to say they're a Knicks fan because they know it's the Garden and we winning. No, we not accepting you. We're not accepting individuals.
I know you're not talking about my guy.
Who's your guy? It's anybody.
Yeah, no, that just sounds real specific.
No, it's anybody. Family members, you're not invited. No, don't celebrate that with us because you don't understand. You don't understand the pain that we went through. You don't understand this, man. Chris C.O. calling you out directly. You used to laugh in college at me, man. I remember, bruh. We won it now, so you ain't got nothing to say. You're mighty quiet lately.
What year was that in college? Is y'all were in college?
We was in college from 92 to 96. And I've been a Knicks fan since the 80s. So we were in our prime then.
Yeah, I got you. I was just trying to figure out how long it's been.
It took a long time for us to get to the championship.
96 when you were in college.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
That's been 30,
it took 30 years.
30 years.
Right.
And you had to hit Chris C.O. back.
Right. You don't know how bad it was, man. These guys would laugh and clown my New York Knicks. And yeah, Jordan this, Jordan that. All right, cool, man. He was great. No doubt. I'm not taking that away. But if you're a Knicks fan, you cannot like the Bulls. You cannot like Jordan. You respect Jordan, but you don't like Jordan. I'm never going to wear a pair of Jordan shoes. I saw some sneaker that Jordan had out, like a commemorative for the Knicks championship. Don't buy that. You a Knicks fan. Buy some Pat Ewing shoes, okay?
Is he still making shoes?
Yeah. There's been a resurgence of his shoes. I'm about to get me some, trust me. In addition to that, you don't like the Miami Heat, okay? And you definitely don't like the Pacers and Reggie Miller. So if you like any of these people I just mentioned, you're not a Knicks fan.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah. All the little nuances.
Yeah.
The choke sign.
Yeah, no, it's just everybody who was beating y'all ass. That's why you don't like. I get it. You don't like winners.
I'm sorry, but the Indiana Pacers never won the championship.
Nah, they just beat y'all and made sure y'all didn't get there.
No, that one time they got us. Nonetheless, even in and they may have got us again recently, but I'm talking about in our prime.
Hey, man,
but it doesn't even matter.
I'm not even here
won.
to hate on the Knicks. I was trying to give some congratulations and I was cut off because I guess it felt, a little shafted or short. The issue that I have with New York winning the championship is, in lack of a better term, them fans was acting a monkey.
Yeah, now I don't sign off on that. I don't sign off. No, that's not the problem. I don't sign off.
That was the problem for me. That's why I was
as a non-Knick fan.
Yeah, like, God, y'all won a championship. Like, why y'all outside tearing people's stuff up? Or why y'all standing outside the Spurs hotel throwing eggs at Wemby? Like, that's the kind of stuff where I'm like...
I don't sign off on that. I don't sign off on that.
Yeah, that's the stuff that just made me dislike it, just because of that type of behavior.
I agree with that.
Much deserved and much earned, and Brunson played out of his mind. I love the fact that the three kids who won the championship at Villanova slid over together and played together and won a championship in the NBA together.
Yeah,
I think it's
Villanova connection.
Yeah. I love it, and I like it, and I'm glad that Brunson played his ass off. I enjoyed it and appreciated it. I just didn't like the fans. The New York Knicks fans were really giving remnants of Dallas Cowboys fans.
No, that's the disease. Anyway.
Yeah, and y'all almost felt infected.
No, we good. There's a element of unnecessary celebration. I'll give you that. I will agree to that. But now I'll tell you this, man, because no one could afford to get into the games. You know what I'm saying?
That was stupid.
Right. So I immediately found out when the parade was gonna be. So, boom, book my ticket within minutes once I found out. Grab my little passport information and my little traveler with a clear pass or whatever it is, the pre-checked stuff. Book my, because there's a flight from Columbia to New York almost every day. Booked that immediately. Flew up, took the train, or the bus to the train, got in, and it was real crowded. And then when I got off the train to get in, I'm trying to walk up the steps. You couldn't get up the steps because it was a slew of people. So it was dangerous. So in my mind, the 51-year-old me was like, man, if there's a surge of a problem, somebody pop a gun off, somebody do something stupid, this crowd is gonna come running down into this subway. And first of all, I got to make sure I don't trip and fall and get trampled. But then I got to run as deep as I can into the subway. You know what I'm saying? Because the surge is going to be coming. People are running. So that was very unsettling. And that's one of the reasons why I was like, yo, like my spouse or especially my daughter, my spouse, this ain't for y'all.
Yeah.
Straight up, this ain't for you. You ain't a Knicks fan. You don't understand.
Yeah, but the safety concern of what you'd have to watch out for with that many people, because you already knew it was going to be wild there.
Right, it already know that, and it was going to be extra wild because we won it. So I stood there about 45 minutes, bro. I couldn't get up the steps to get in to the street.
Get out of the subway to get to the street.
Right.
Gotcha.
So I was able to navigate my way through people like some people, or I watched some people be rude and bully through people. And then I catch the tail end. Excuse me, I'm not really with them, but I'm just, I'm with you, but I'm just trying to get through you. I'm sorry. I'm a Southern guy now. I'm not the New York guy.
Country, but I'm from New York.
Right, I'm originally there, but I'm not that guy no more. I'm not that guy. I never was that guy, but I'm not that guy. So ultimately, I get to the street. It's crazy packed, man. It's out of control. But I know I'm amongst family because this is New York family fan base. I'm home. This is all my cousins. This is all my family, So I ultimately catch up. Me and my man Gooch, Kevin China, figure a way to meet each other. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, I'm over here. I'm like,
he still live up there?
He lives in Jersey.
Okay.
So we went to school. He came to state in '93. So ultimately, connected with him So now we, just walking around. We grabbed a drink after the parade. Had a good time, just chilling, just good catching up. So, but while I'm there, it had to wait before some of the crowd dispersed. Some of the crowd dispersed because it still was crazy. But just the spirit of the city. And I always said when the Knicks are winning or the Giants are winning, the Yankees are winning. I'm not a Yankees fan, but the Mets are winning. It's a different atmosphere up there. It's just different. It's something to be around. That's great. But nonetheless, we did it. And there's a lot of pain in that, man. And I know you people don't understand that are not Knicks fans.
People.
Yeah, everybody else, it's the Knicks against everybody else, man. And if you're not a Knicks fan, you don't understand. I went not as me. This is I want you to understand. 51-year-old Wayne didn't go. I went for 19-year-old Wayne that was in the Garden for that Pat Ewing era championship that we didn't win. So I was not going to miss this opportunity because I don't care where I had moved to or where I was living. I was going to be there for that. Thank goodness. And somebody said, oh, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Bullshit. We're going to win it again. We're going to win it again. So stop with that once in a lifetime opportunity. It's not a once in a lifetime opportunity.
And I'm glad you said that, Wayne.
Yeah, I had to say it.
No, I'm just glad that you said that because it just kind of reverts back to my earlier statement about how these Knicks fans have the remnants of these Cowboys fans. You just seen it clear on display. It's that Cowboys fans is, we going to win the Super Bowl this year, every year. It's just, I told you. And you got to see it live and in person.
Listen.
And again, let me give the much needed applause for the New York Knicks fans and their championship.
I take offense to that. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about this, and I'll leave it alone. Okay? And don't be looking at what I'm doing here, bro. Checking my pockets, bro.
What? Hey man, Dave Chappelle said it best when he was impersonating Rick James. And I ain't gonna say word for word because on the Chappelle show when he said we should have never gave you money. Y'all fill in that blank. If you know the Chappelle show, you know what it was. We should have never gave you money.
All right, and again, I'm gonna challenge my inner Frank Sinatra right here, and we're gonna close this out. And you got anything else to say, bro? Go ahead and say it right now, because I'm gonna close this out, bro. Go ahead. You got something to say?
Appreciate you guys tuning in, and thank you.
Like, subscribe to our podcast.
Even if you're not a Knicks fan.
Yeah, even if you're not a Knicks fan, we still love you and we forgive you. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this. Again, challenging my inner Frank Sinatra. Let me wet my palate a little bit. And you want to be a part of it, we'll accept you. So, like a hit, here it go. You're funny. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere, 'cause it's up to you, New York, New York, New York. We did it, baby. Champions of the world, baby. New York Knicks.
through. Peace.
We did it,